Howdy. Mess already. Seriously. Just black soap and activated charcoal and black mica and yeah, right, okay. Oh, listen to me. I sound like a stoner. I'm so dry. Blah. I didn't measure out that bloody fragrance. Shit. Well, shit. That's kind of annoying. Anyway, for those of you that don't know, I have a Patreon, and there's 4 tiers. There's $1, $5, $10 and $20. $20 is limited to 10 people. I currently have 1 patron, and what you get when you are a $20 patron is patron. Yeah, I don't know how to say it now. It just sounds weird in my head. Every month you get a customized soap. So this is Sonya's very first customized soap. Now, you will have seen the videos for this. I'm pretty sure I will have shown you. I don't know. I can't remember what I did. This is not her drawing. This is my drawing, just so I could remember what I'm doing. But yeah, we have a coffin, which is my wonky coffin, but it's a coffin, but it's got some mica lines in it, which will be interesting once it's cut. And then we're going to go grey, blue, purple, and then white on top with the yellow glittery ball, which are in here, which I haven't coated with extra glitter yet, which I think I probably will. And yeah, so that's what we're doing. So I have my all my ingredients in here. I'm going to have to get a drink. I'm sorry. Alright, so yes, black raspberry and vanilla because it's the easiest thing to work with. And yeah, we've got our colours here. I've got Purple Pizzazz in this one. I wanted to do the synthetics because they still give a little bit of a sparkle, but I had the Sapphire C, but I didn't have enough, so I've put Blueberry Delight in with that as well. And then this one I had Silver Lake in there, but it wasn't grey enough. So I've put in some Black Pearl in with that as well. So get those out of the way. And then we'll get this mixed up. So yeah, because that takes up so much space, I didn't need my entire mix, but I'm lazy and couldn't be asked trying to figure out how much that takes up, so I'll just pour it into something else. Actually, I'm going to mix up a full amount for the frosting as well, so what I might do is might pour it into another one of these, and then yeah, it'll all be fine. It'll be fine. I'm not even worried about anything at this point, so I'm actually all just super happy and excited today because I released the PDF version of my soap book, and I mean, I haven't made $1 million today, but I made 7 sales. That to me is a success. I'm happy. And the paperback proof version should be here maybe tomorrow. It was scanned in Sydney at 8 o'clock this morning, so it's possible that it could come. It's probably not going to get here till Thursday. It does say Thursday's the expected day, but it might come tomorrow, so I'm like super excited. I'll make you guys a video anyway of the opening and everything, and then yeah, because as soon as I see that, if it's fine, I can hit the button and it will be available everywhere, like Amazon, Amazon Australian, Amazon and Amazon UK. I think it's also going to be available in some bookstores in Germany, and where else was it? Poland, France. I don't know. It was an amazing amount of places, honestly. Actually, depending upon how much this doesn't take, I may be able to use this for my frosting. Although I don't think it's very likely, and God, I hope it's not, because it's just occurred to me that I don't know where any of my tips are, so it's like, no, I don't know. Alright, well, I'm going to put the fragrance in this over on the scales, and I'll be back. I'm not overly worried about putting the fragrance in here now, because black raspberry vanilla, and it's like the best shit ever. So not worried about it. I'm going to keep that aside just in case, because if I do use this for the frosting, I'll need to mix in some white titanium. No, just titanium dioxide, because I'm pretty sure it doesn't come in any other colours. But yes, it's all happening. It's all a bit exciting. It's nice, you know, amid everything that's happening. I mean, by the time you guys see this video, it'll probably be, you know, I'll be calm again. But, you know, with all this whole coronavirus thing, everything's just so friggin' panicky and shit at the moment. Although I'm not panicking or anything, I'm like just staying at home and doing my thing, you know. But yeah, I don't know, it's just things are gonna change. I mean, things are already changing. I think they're gonna, oh my god, I think they're gonna change a lot more in the next coming months. I mean, especially here, I mean, you guys in the States, it's already been your flu season and you're beginning to come out of that now, whereas we won't even head into our flu season for another probably 2 months yet. And that's sort of, I think that's where the coronavirus is really going to take hold, because people's immune systems are already going to be shot. So I think maybe we'll have worse cases at that time of year, although I don't know. I mean, I'm just guessing. But actually, I might have to stick blend these. It has just occurred to me that I will probably have to stick blend these to make them thick. Although, to get around that thing, I don't want them to be too thick, so it's righto. I'm not sure how much I will need either. That's the other thing, like, I don't know. With that thing in there, I literally have no clue how much I will need, so I need to stop saying literally. At least, I mean, you know, at least I say it in the right context. Like, you know, I don't say I'm literally dying, because, you know, although we all are literally dying, aren't we? Well, no, this is not going to happen. I think what I might do is I'm just going to just fill these up, and I won't use all of it, obviously, but I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. It doesn't look like it or sound like it, but I know what I'm doing. She says, not knowing what the hell she's doing. No, I do. I do, really, I promise I do. I mean, I can see how much of a third of the recipe of the mold is, so this is surprisingly thick for raspberry and vanilla. Oh, the blue's not, it's just the purple having a fit. Ugh. There's a lot of dark grey soap in there. Alright, so what are we doing? Grey, blue and purple. Alright, so move these out of the way. We'll wipe up the messes. Bring this over here. That's fairly dark, isn't it? It'll be alright. I think it'll look, I think if it's any lighter it's just going to look silly. It's supposed to kind of look like an alternative sunrise, sunset. Can't remember. I can't English either, apparently. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I don't know how to pour this in here without getting it all over this. Oh, or all over the side. is everywhere. Oh my god, and I said to Sonya, I said, wait until you see the video of me cutting the coffin dramas. She said, oh my god, she said, wait to see the next design. So God knows what she's got up her sleeve for me. Now, the problem I'm going to have with this is, because it's not set up, yep, that's about a third, alright. Because it's not set up, I really need to pour it onto my spatula, but I'm not going to be able to do that in there, so, I need a way to do this, but I'm not entirely sure how. She says, Making me think, woman. Certainly making me think. This is great. I love being out of my comfort zone. It freaks me the frig out, but I like it as well because it makes me think. What do I got that's thin enough that I could put in there? No, it's not going to work. Just wondering. I'll just pour it really slowly. It might be alright. Whoop. I'll come back from this way now. Just pouring this super slow. Trying to get it to sit on the top as much as possible. I don't think they're going to be perfect layers. But this blue also has morphed, which it does, and I'm well aware of this, so don't freak out, guys, and think this is a real shitty looking blue. It will come back. It's quite a nice blue. I'm pretty sure it's the blueberry that morphs. Now let's loosen that up a little bit. Let's see if we can't get it in here. Nice and slow. Yeah, that's pretty good actually. I think that's probably high enough on that side. I'll give it a whack down in a second. It's definitely set up enough. It's actually really good. It's beautiful consistency for this right now. Alright, I'm just going to whack this over here. The coffin has moved a little bit. I'll put just a little bit more blue in here. Just feel like it needs just a little bit more. Yeah, that's better. Because the rest has to be purple. Because it's got to be covered. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, so dry today. I don't know what that's all about. All the drugs. That's what it is. It's all the drugs. I can say that because it's a joke, because it's like, if you know me, you know I wouldn't do that, so no. No drugs. I do not approve of drugs. Recreational or otherwise. Not a fan. I'm trying to pour this down the coffin. probably should do this on camera, hey? Alright, before that starts pushing it up on that side. Just gonna, again, go really, really slow. I'm super looking forward to what this is going to look like. Thank you so much, Sonya, honestly. I mean, the whole reason I offered this as one of the perks of Patreon is because I really wanted to do it, so... I mean, I guess I could have opened it up to everybody, but... we've all got to make money somehow. Oh, well, I guess all the purple is not actually mixed. Okay. Anyway, we'll leave it at that because when we're going to put frosting on there, so alright. I'm actually going to do the frosting now too, I think, so I'm just going to put all these in another container. Put you over there. I probably don't have to film this bit, but I don't know, it's soap making, so so you're getting it anyway. You can turn it off if you like. You can do whatever you want. How will I know? Analytics, that's how I'll know. I can see what you're doing, people. I'm watching you. You probably should have turned it off. It would have been a safer bet if you turned it off. Seriously. I really like this colour combo. I think this is a great idea. Black raspberry and vanilla. She's a beauty, isn't she? Look how long she's workable for. I mean, seriously. Best fragrance out there. Honestly. So I always recommend this. Anyone starting out, if you want to use a fragrance that will work for you, use black raspberry and vanilla. From Eroma, I don't know what it's like from anywhere else. Oh wow, there's loads more of this than anything. Okay, well, righto. Yeah, I can't guarantee you'll get the same results from it from anywhere else, but I know the one from Eroma is awesome, so... So on my list of things to do, I've decided I'm going to go back through all my videos and write out a nice comprehensive list of all the fragrances I've ever used so far, which doesn't require a so far because that was just stupid. And put it up as a blog post for you guys, so you know, and for me too, so I can stop saying, oh, I've done this before but I can't remember what I did. I can just look at the blog post and know. Alright, so I'm going to leave this for now, and I'll go and make the frosting, and then we'll come back and we shall frost this with our glittery as fuck balls, and I might put some mica in there or something. No, just mica. Alright, I'll see you when I come back. Bye. And we're back. Alright, first hint, tip, whatever you want to call it. Put your bag in a cup. Thoro's helping us out today. This has no tip in it because I'm just going to do puffy clouds, so I'm just going to cut a hole in the end of the bag. Your mix is ready when it stands up by itself. So this is pretty close. So we'll put it in now. And yes, I have way too much. But that's fine, I don't mind. Because we have a half a mould to fill up, so. And again, too lazy to figure out how much I actually needed. Just did it this way. You know, because I've made 2 lots of soap mix, so it'll fit in 2 containers. Plus some on the top because we displaced because of the coffin, so. So yeah. Set it on my hands. Alright. So now I'm going to want reasonably large hole. Because I want a good size. Yeah, that should be alright, I reckon. Let's have a look. Oh, that's hot. That is so hot. That's hot. That was Paris Hilton, wasn't it? Yep. Alright. Okie dokie. Let's give her a whirl and see. Oh, yeah, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Righto. Okay, I know it's not a perfectly good angle, but. Oh! Oh! No! Ooh. I need to mark the edges because it's got to have balls in it, so.
Oh, quick, 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 quick. I hate this ruler. I really do. Okie dokie. So, we always got to start sort of off. And 250, 5, 750, 10, 1250, 15, 750, 20, 2250, 25. Alright.
That end one is a little awkward. We'll just go from this end. So I'm just going to put that down, push it right down in. Yeah, he has a new song out called 100 Ways, and it's really, really good. And like I said, it's in all English and it's not K-pop, so I would say it's kind of pop though. That's really good, and Jackson is my bias anyway out of GOT7, so. But he has a lot of songs in English with his Team Wang label, because his name's Jackson Wang, so. And obviously doesn't understand the irony of that because, you know. I imagine he probably doesn't know what Wang means in slang, because you know it's a Chinese name. Alright, I'm going to cover these up. Why am I covering them up? You're not going to be able to see them. That's really stupid. Well, shit. Because the drawing had them inside it. No. Oh, shit. Well, that one's just going to have 2 now. Yeah, no, can't cover those up. Oh, the things we do. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good in the hood. But this is not, because I'm like the whitest white person ever. So, I'm just going to build these up, and I'm going to go around to the other side in a second. And just, like I said, this is going to be like extra. Just so super extra. Why not? Gotta love being extra. I'm kind of extra, so I like that. I'm gonna put some in the side here as well. I don't know if you guys can see just to fill in the... I don't really want the spikies. It's supposed to look like clouds more than spikes, so... This is so fun. Oh dear. It's kind of silly, but fun. Oh, look at that. I'm not sure what that is supposed to be, but whatever. It is what it is. Now, we have to remove that. Oh, should have gloves on today. Oh, that's painful. I have once again chewed all the sides of my fingers, so this is fairly hard, so it's gonna be a little yuck in here. Well, the pretty soap over here, let's put some glitter on it. Because, you know, it needs glitter. Everything needs glitter. Oh, yes, bitches. Yes. Oh, yes, yes. Oh, seriously. I'm going to request that they do an autopsy when I die, just so that the, I don't know what the person's called that does autopsies, just so they can just be stunned at the amount of glitter in my lungs. Oh my god, blow up the phone, why don't you? That'll be Brie, hopefully, telling me she got me kitty litter and rice bran. Oh my god, there is glitter everywhere now. That's fair. Oh, there's glitter on this one. I haven't put any on there. There we go. Poor ugly soap. It'll smell nice. But that is beautiful. Done an awesome job with that. Look at that. That's so pretty. I love it. Oh, it's so sparkly. Look how sparkly it is. Alright. Well, she's ready for her Instagram photograph. Right there, that's where it gets taken. And I will see you guys for the cutting, for which I am very, very excited. Hopefully I'll be able to tell you that my book's here, because it'll be tomorrow. Alright, bye for now. Hello. Oh, I thought I would come and cut this. It's still a little softer, so I forgot it was black raspberry vanilla. And surprisingly I have a little bit of fragrance leakage. Oh, my corners are so soft. I did actually lose one corner, I think. Yeah, you can see down this corner is still in there, and so it's still pretty soft. But it's only 7:45, so black raspberry vanilla takes longer to set up than any other fragrance, so they're pretty close. So, oh, okay. Sorry for my head being in the way. This is a lot of soap to cut through. I've taken a little bit out of one bar, so it's just very tall. I mean, this is, oh shit. Well, this bar here underneath this handle is going to get squished, unfortunately. There's really not much I could do about that, so I'm hoping it didn't cut too badly. Oh. So that hadn't actually cut all the way through. Right. Okay. Well, there you go. It actually looks like a bloody coffin. Who knew? And kind of a sunset, I guess. The grey is a lot lighter than I expected. So, but that black, she's black. So, now these are all going to look basically exactly the same. But I managed to pour these layers quite well, I thought. So, yeah, I like how contrasty the black is compared to the colours. So, I think maybe they were good colours to use. Yeah, I just have to remember I don't have the cutter to make soaps this big. You can see here, I don't know if you guys can see that. See the bit of fragrance leakage here? So, it'll just soak back in. I'm not overly worried about it. But yeah, so I'm pretty happy with this, I've got to say. I mean, for the drawing that she did, it's reasonably close. It's not perfect, but it doesn't suck. So it's better than I thought it was going to be. So I suppose that's something, because I had no hopes really. I was thinking this is just going to look like shit. So, and the little sun looks kind of cool where it is. There's no way. The only way I could have had it be here I would have had to make a rod to go all the way through the soap. So, which I mean, I don't actually think I've ever seen anyone do in their piping before. Though my voice going up on the end there means I'm not entirely sure, but well, that might be worth investigating actually as an actual good idea. So I've just watched Pitch Black. Can you hear that? All right. And so now there are things climbing around on the roof. I mean, I've watched Pitch Black, but not for the first time. I have watched that movie many times, because regardless of it being, I think it was fairly slated by the reviews, wasn't it? I love Vin Diesel, and I love most of his movies, and I particularly like the Chronicle of Riddick series, so I do tend to watch them, re-watch them fairly often. Not probably as much as The Matrix, but you know, once every, say, probably 2 years maybe, I'll re-watch Chronicles of Riddick. So, oh, we really screwed this one up. Look at this. Not that. Oh, that was that one. Anyway, yeah, and look at the top. Yeah, that wasn't happening. So that's fine. I'll keep that piece. It's so good. It's kind of a mess. Alright. Oh, what's going on here? Why did it do that? I don't even know, but yeah. That's so screwed up. I mean, I could probably neaten it up with a trim or something, but I'm still not going to sell it anyway. Oh, nothing goes that way. It's not even standing up, it's so wobbly. Oh dear, too funny. But yes, but that one's not too bad. It's a little screwed up on the corner here, but I mean, it's not too bad. Oh, so yeah, and I would also like to say thank you to everyone who has purchased my book so far. that was a bit awesome, having my first day of sales. I ended up making 9 sales, which was pretty amazing. So, you know, and that's just the PDF. So I thought people would be more inclined to want the paperback, but I guess, I mean, not everybody does, and paperbacks are more expensive. So I fully understand wanting to have the cheapest option. And I mean, and not only that, you know, I mean, a PDF version's probably, yes, a lot, I was going to say a lot more portable, but it's really no different. But I mean, the PDF version you could take, you know, on the bus or wherever with you on the train or whatever. But I guess there's not a lot of that happening now. So, all right. Well, the other thing I wanted to say is that I hope you're all safe and well, and if you have any requests for videos, let me know, because I'm going to try and make some extra content. I'm not sure what. I just know that you guys seem to get a laugh out of my videos, and that's what we need more of at the moment. So maybe I should just do a dad joke video. So, that'd be more cringy than funny. But yeah, so if there's anything you want to see me do or talk about or whatever, just let me know in the comments. Like, I'm not, you know, I might say no, but generally I don't. So yeah, anyway, alright, be well, people. Listen to what's going on. Don't go out. Don't do things that jeopardize yours or anyone else's health. You should be wearing masks. Now, this was the other thing too. If you don't have access to not surgical masks, the N95 masks, at the very least, wear cotton masks. If you know someone who sews, get them to sew you some. If you don't, buy some off someone who does, because this virus, from everything that I have read now and watched, if you want really good information, go and watch the channel Peak Prosperity. They are the only source that I fully trust at this point. And you know, I don't trust the news. I've never trusted the news. That's why I don't watch it. They just seem to just be into just scare tactics at the moment, and I'm not into that. So Peak Prosperity, Chris Martinson, he's brilliant. He just gives you facts. He also gives you the source of the things he says, so he's backing his shit up. He's, you know, as you kids today like to say, he's got the receipts. But yes, one of the things that you can help yourself, I mean, we're probably all going to get this, or the majority of us will anyway, but one of the things you can do to help yourself is decrease your viral load, right? So if you can decrease your viral load, you won't get as sick, because you will have, just think of like grains of sand. I suppose that's probably the easiest way. If you breathe in this many grains of sand, it will be harder for your body to get rid of that many grains of sand, right? And they replicate as well. So, but if you breathe in 5 grains of sand, it's easier for your body to fight against them, and it takes longer for them to replicate. So your body has more time to figure out it needs to fight against those grains of sand, and there's less of them. And that's what's called a viral load. So if you can decrease the viral load that you get at the very beginning, you can help reduce the severity of the virus that you get. This is what the science is suggesting at this point in time. So yeah, so even if you wear cotton masks, that will help slightly. Not a lot, not as good as the proper N95 masks, but anything, I think the CDC said it, that anything is better than nothing at this point, especially with the shortage of masks. So look after yourselves, wear a mask if you have to go out in public. I mean, we all have to go and buy food at some point, don't we? I've got to go to the post office tomorrow, so I'll be wearing a mask. I've just made myself one with cool gold skulls on it, so I am currently making masks. I don't know if they'll be available, and I mean that's not going to be much good for most of you, because most of you are my American subscribers anyway. But yeah, so I've just been going to be giving them to people that I know, and you know, whatnot. So alright, well there you go, that's my doomsday message at the end. It's not, I think we all can keep positive. I mean, I know it's a terrible, horrible thing, but we just need to deal with it and just sort of keep trudging on, you know. That's pretty much what we can do. And yeah, and then hopefully sooner rather than later they find a way to vaccinate against it, or you know, come up with a decent treatment for the people who are getting really sick. But you know, we just gotta cross our fingers and hope for the best. So alright guys, I will see you for the next one. Toodaloo.